Well, I think we
Okay.
should we go ahead and get started? There's four of
I
us.
believe so.
I think we can make some pretty good decisions, right? All right. Then I would like to call the meeting to order, and we'll start with, as usual, the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So,
What'd I say?
I gave you guys each side of the table an agenda. So the agenda is going to be very similar every month. You know, this is a standing meeting, first Tuesday of every month. So the agenda is basically going to be, you know, whatever unfinished business, approval of the prior minutes, unfinished business, and then new business, and then any miscellaneous business. And so I don't know that I'll continue to list them all out like I did last month, because like there's one that I hadn't seen before. It just got loaded this afternoon, since I even looked at my computer last, but I think we can go through it. And so I would like approval of the agenda distributed.
I will
I will make
make a motion to approve the agenda.
on the miscellaneous business. I would like to talk about, at the last board meeting, I asked about variance approval from this committee and the Jefferson County, and I also asked about just approval of building projects from us as well as the county. I've since talked to one of the contractors. I talked to Dustin and Langton. Most people just do them simultaneously. The board had suggested maybe that we wait till the county approves variances before we do. I think we move, but they said whatever the committee thinks we should do. I really feel like we should move forward with business and have it teed up and ready to go. Just whether there's a variance or not, we should move through things and have them ready to go. And everything in here that requires a work permit from the county is all pending county approval anyway, right? I mean, we can approve anything we want to.
We can.
But no builder's going to start building until they have county approval.
Correct.
Is that, Dustin, is that
No,
fair? I mean,
absolutely. We can't even get inspections without a permit.
yeah,
So-
so I think we should just start moving forward and approving things as they come here. I've said a couple of motions approving, pending county approval. I don't know that we need to continue adding that on the motions, really, because everything, other than say some concrete flat work or
Correct.
what are some other things that don't, you know, a short fence?
Yeah.
You know, and those things don't need county approval. So I think that having the county approval requirement is just, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Unnecessary, you know, it's,
Well,
you think or not?
no, I.
I've said that on several motions, and
Yeah.
I just think we should quit doing that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I wanted to put that under miscellaneous, but we just talked about it, so we don't necessarily need to. Okay, so, and then I gave you the prior minutes, if you guys want to quickly look at those.
I read them,
Okay.
and I will make a motion to approve the minutes.
Oh wait, you made a motion to approve the agenda? I second.
Yeah.
Forrest seconded. Would you mind taking, scribbling a few names down for anything that's motioned and seconded in there as well? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Approval of the prior meeting minutes.
And I will approve those as well. Make a motion to approve.
Okay. Second? I'll second those. What?
I'll second.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Then unfinished business. At the last meeting, we talked about the home at 10523 Acorn, which was the one that had the covered porch that was going to extend 4 feet beyond the rear build line, 4 feet by about 12 feet wide. And we approved it, again, pending Jeff County approval, as you can see on the
And did Jeff County approve them?
I'm not sure if they have or not, but again,
Okay.
I asked the board approved it, again, pending Jefferson County, but
Okay.
let's just approve it.
Yes.
I'm just, and this is for information only, the board approved it.
The board
Okay?
approved it, so.
And then they also approved if you remember at 93, 98,
The garage.
well, they approved, remember they had a retaining wall permit that was 2 years old because they never did it.
Correct.
And we asked for an extension beyond that, and then the garage was gonna have about less than 100 square feet beyond the rear setback line.
Yes.
And so I presented both those to the board, and the board approved those as well. Of course, they, again, the garage beyond the setback line is pending Jefferson County approval.
Yes.
Okay? We did not, however, pick an inspector. So,
For that project, we did not pick.
that's CVAL. I don't recall us picking an inspector. And we wouldn't normally because we didn't approve anything.
Yes.
We moved, it required a variance. so
Well,
we
that's
sent
on
it-
East Vista, and I can take that.
We said, yeah, they're right across the road from you almost, right?
Right across the road, but
A
it's
block
close
away.
enough,
Yeah.
you know, unless Jim wants it.
I nominate Jordan. He's not here.
Oh, yes.
So anytime we need a volunteer, it's Mike Jordan tonight.
If you're not here, you're a candidate.
Ken, do you want to do
Well, that's
it?
how I got stuck a couple of times, I will say.
That is right around the corner from you.
Yeah, that's close enough. I can take that.
Okay. I will add that on the CPM. And then 10325 Timber Hill, that was the Barara build. And if you recall, we didn't have a plot plan with the structure shown on it. And I
Yes.
sent it out and everybody voted, it passed unanimously. So that one is also, we have not picked an instructor, but an inspector. I'll be the inspector, but as long as somebody will kind of mentor me through it. I've never been an inspector for a
Okay.
whole mill before.
All right.
All right? Okay, so new business.
Okay, so that was both approved on the, via email, correct?
10523 and 9398 were approved at the Board of Directors meeting
Okay, okay,
because they both required variances.
okay.
And then 10325 Timber Hill, we were missing one piece of information that they were able to get to us, so we voted electronically. And we had said that at the meeting,
Okay.
that all we need is this piece of paper. If we can get that, we can approve your project. So we
Right.
approved it.
Okay, so
They've already
Timber
said-
Hill, you're the inspector, right? Hank?
Yes, for 10325
Okay.
Timber Hill. Okay?
And Jairus, you're the one of East Vista.
I'm
Who's
the one in
Acorn?
East Vista.
Who's Acorn? Who's the inspector?
Acorn.
For this one.
Have we not talked about that one yet?
That's the one that I'm gonna take.
You're gonna take
93,
93, 98.
Right.
Uh,
And 10-5-2-3
238.
Acorn,
Who's the inspector on that?
Michael Jordan. No.
I think Chris Steffens is my inspector, if I believe correctly, and I'm next door.
Is that one of your
Are you,
projects?
are
No, that's
you,
not my project, but we're next door.
this is the Laban house.
Yep.
And he just wants to add a porch to it, so it's a new build that was, I think, already approved. Let me
Must
look
have
into
been.
that, huh?
It must have been.
I think this was previously approved. That's one that may be, or it may be in the transition when we were going from, yeah, I don't see it on the old spreadsheet. So we do need to, we probably do need an inspector. Let's just, would anybody like to volunteer for one, or volunteer one of your friends?
I vote Getty.
Let me research into it, and then I'll send out an email, and somebody who wants it can take it. Let's just put an inspector with a question, inspector to be
You want
determined.
Getty with the question
I
there?
mean, he does a lot of them, I don't think
He
he
does
does.
it a lot.
I don't think he minds
Yeah,
doing that.
I'm shadowing him on one, and so I can jump in on it.
You want to be the inspector for this one?
I mean, I can, I just haven't done it.
You're like me, I want to have somebody go with me.
Yeah, and Getty's a great asset. We've tried to
Really,
go a couple times, and so we can make that work. So I guess if you want to put me on it, I don't know where that is, but I'll find it.
Um,
So let's put me.
Acorn is on the
put
far
me with
side.
Getty.
Acorn is on the far side of winter, summer.
Okay,
You know,
Okay.
it's back there where the little
okay.
chain is that you got on the spillway.
And that's on Acorn, you're saying?
FKW daycare.
Okay.
Okay. Under new business, we have a few. The first one is Scott Clark. Randy Clark, I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's okay. Your brother, right? It's my, yeah, my brother.
He's your brother?
No.
Oh, okay. Randy Clark, who I've known for a few years. I don't know why I called you Scott. But, so this is a boat cover. I've learned, I've been corrected too many times not to call them boat slips or boat houses. I don't know if you were able to look at these. You want to look at my computer?
I think I looked at these.
Or do you want,
Oh,
do you
well, here you are.
have a paper copy with you?
No, I handed it all.
Okay.
Let me see if I got you here.
I can pull it up on my phone, I believe, if that would help.
Here's Mr. Gaddy.
How are you?
Yes, Randy.
Hello, Mr.
Clark.
I ain't here today.
What?
Kurt didn't make it?
The Kurt didn't make it today. You know, his son's is still in town, so maybe him and,
Oh, his son's in town.
yeah, so maybe he
You know,
will.
if I sit by you,
No problem, I've got another house to inspect.
There it is right
who
there.
does?
And
No, I don't. I got too many now. I'm catching up on them all.
So this is a,
And Randy, what are you planning on doing here?
this is a boat cup.
This is a boat cover. Okay.
Yes.
You know what I would like to see on these, on our very first page, you know, what are we approving, you know, and on
Okay.
the, you know, on the building permit application, you know.
So if you look at the very first drop down, it shows his application.
Yes, but it doesn't say what he's, you know, it doesn't say boathouse on there any place, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying, you know, I like to think that they, you know, that they do the square footage on the things, but, you know, like that's, you know, there's nothing on there that really, you know, says what it is. You know, I mean, even if it just says flat work
Okay.
only or something, I'm just thinking that that might be,
Yeah, I think that's,
okay, so then, yeah, okay, so Randy, I looked at this.
because there are specific permits for like building a house and there's specific permits for certain things, but I think this is just the miscellaneous building permit. Maybe there should be a line for project. Is there something like that?
Yeah, I believe there's a separate permit for building a boat cover.
Okay,
Did it say who the builder is or who's doing the work?
Matt Hardy.
Van Hardy. So that's got, you know, and then I was looking at this one at home, and it's really hard to see, you know, the square footage really on these things. I see the 2-foot overhang
Yeah, so,
and. you
something
know,
I just learned yesterday
Yes, sir.
is that these are JPEGs. In other words, somebody set a paper on a table and took a picture of it.
Yes.
You'll see when we look at some others that they are,
Oh, here's a better one.
what's the other one? PDFs.
Uh-huh.
And PDFs we can expand and look in detail, so we're gonna have to move to PDFs instead of JPEGs. These are all things that we're gonna, you know, we're learning as we
You should be able to
go.
zoom in on JPEG though.
What?
You should be able to zoom in on JPEG.
You can't zoom very much, I mean,
20, so it's 26 with a 2-foot overhang on both sides.
yeah.
You know, so it's 28,
Very
it's
top.
28,
Very top one.
26 feet wide.
Thank
Okay, with a 2-foot overhang coming this way, so
Hit
it's,
option plus, that should blow it up.
you know, and then coming in this direction
Option plus.
for it. 36 with a 2-inch foot.
Did that make it bigger?
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
Right, Apple
Yeah,
Plus, or
and
the
then-
squiggly
and then,
line, the Apple Plus sign.
storage
You have
area.
that on your,
7.
Apple, so,
yeah, it's squiggly line.
I'm not a computer guy, but this guy,
This one right here and the plus sign.
here,
No, the command, yeah.
Here?
And then hit the plus. Yeah, that's making it
it's going the
smaller.
wrong way.
Well, hit the minus sign in. Yeah, it's working. Backwards. Let me see on yours.
Oh, thank you.
See. Try Control and plus, see if that works. Here, plus sign. No, here, let's try, if you don't mind me, I'm sorry, forgive me. Let me see now, we should be able to, here, you can definitely do this. No, I thought you could. Let's search.
Mr. Getty?
Let me see. Try to control. Hold on a minute, it might. Let's see.
So the next one shows that it is
Sorry.
26
Backwards on
feet
yours, too.
wide
So if you go
and
minus, it gets bigger.
36 feet long with a 2-foot overhang all the way around.
Which is gonna make it 40 by
The
30.
boat slip is 10 by 20-something feet.
Just right click on the picture itself.
The closet is 7 feet by 3 feet.
Which is
Which meets our criteria.
That meets it.
It's usually up here at the top.
Usually there's a top.
It's like a windmill or whatever. Oh, well.
That works pretty good, Dave.
Okay.
I can see all the numbers.
Yeah, and you could probably just make that whole screen bigger too. I think there should be a window.
So I can make a motion for this project.
Sorry. Oh, here, can you go to the green button? Yeah. It should expand it, and then you
Oh,
should be
yeah.
then you should be able to look at it.
I have so much to learn.
It would be so much easier though if we could have, because I know that John he could show it up on the screen.
I don't have the right port in my computer.
But John
so-
could do it. So you can make, just have John come and he can, because he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
He did it all the time, so he could come.
Well, yeah, we did it before, and we'll get to the point we can put the screen up
Yeah.
there and everything. I'll get there. I gotta find the cable that will go from my computer to that
To the
projector.
camera,
To the projector.
is it HDMI or is it?
No, I
something
didn't.
else?
It's an Apple, so it doesn't have a USB port.
Okay, it's got
Yeah.
a,
We'll get there. I mean,
Okay.
we'll get there. I promise.
Because that would be really nice to be able to do. That way we could all, see, look
Exactly.
at the same thing at the
Exactly.
same
And we
time.
don't have to kill 10 trees
Yes.
making copies of stuff.
Yes.
So
Correct.
how do I get out of this now?
I'll go to the red button, that should just click that picture shut.
I don't have a red button. How about escape?
Right here, hold on a second. Well, escape will take you out of everything.
Oh, I don't
Let's see,
know.
click on this again here. No. Go back to this and go back to the plus sign, see if that makes it smaller again.
So ready,
That's-
you got your seawall all in and everything already. That's the hard part.
Seawall,
Oh,
concrete's
the-
done, we'll build it
Try
back.
escape then, I guess, see if that'll work. It should just take out a screen. Okay, there.
I just gotta
Now you
cover
go to red, sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's,
All right, so you already have the seawall, right, and the boat
Yes.
slip?
Yes.
So we're just approving the boat cover?
Correct.
All
And
right.
it's 40 by 30 with the 2-foot overhangs included, and the
The
and
closet
the
is
closet
20.
is of right length, ours right size,
Yeah.
so I
What about
will
the,
make a
can
motion
you see
to
the
approve.
closet or the storage?
The storage area is,
36 by 30, was it?
it's 7 by 3.
It's
So
7
it's 21 square feet rather than, so it falls well within the range, so,
Yeah.
Good.
yeah.
I'll second Ken's motion.
Okay, so Ken Jarris made the motion,
Second.
Forrest seconds it. Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
And who will be the inspector for that?
Here's the address.
That's in Waterford.
It's
That's in
over
your
on,
neck.
it's on Spring Lane.
Okay, I'll do it.
Dave gets it.
I'll just need to know the address
It's-
and a phone number.
139,
So it's
10039,
39 Waterford, okay.
and Randy Clark.
And then Clark, okay. Are you here, Mr. Clark?
I am,
Hey, do you mind if I have your phone number?
absolutely. It's 636-677-3601.
Okay, 677-3601, okay.
So I'll get this approved, we'll deposit your check, and then Mr. Getty will get a work permit, a building permit and bring it to you. But when are you planning on starting?
Tentatively in 2 weeks,
Oh, we'll have it to you by then. No issue.
depending
All
on weather and you know.
Yeah. Well, you know how those contractors are.
You know how they
You
are.
can't. Unreliable.
Now we say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
6 weeks in, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right, thank you very much, guys. The next one.
No offense.
They'll be done in January.
None taken.
Weather, it snowed the other day.
Oh, there's another 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
It was deer season.
Yep.
The crappie was
That's
out.
true, it was.
You know?
The crop we're buying.
Yeah, it's, I've heard of it.
Randy, better go fishing with you.
I will.
The next one is Michael Moore, 9421 East Vista. All right, and this is to, I don't want to say replace, but
Design,
what?
design,
Yeah, it's to remove their existing driveway because it is, they can't get into their
And you're
drive.
coming in on the sideways now. You were here
Yeah.
last month, weren't you? Were you not here last month?
no,
No. But we had another person that came in just like this last month too, that wanted to do pretty much the same thing, didn't they? Okay.
Try to change it. Now, are there gonna be retaining walls involved, or is there gonna be?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You'll probably have to get a permit from the county if there's gonna be any weight on those. A lot of people, they'll put up this retaining walls, but the driveway kind of goes up around. And if you do that, you're probably gonna have to have permission from, or get a permit from the county. Because that's load bearing and it's different than just any standard retaining wall.
So your garage, I was looking at your drawing.
No, so they were gonna build a big retaining wall, but now they're gonna build 2 retaining walls that are separate and they hold earth
So it'll
only.
be stepped up?
They hold earth only.
Okay, I'm sorry.
does it help?
Because, yeah, we'll stay here for a second here. So, right now,
Yeah.
you're
Straight up the hill.
You're going, coming in straight and like this, and,
This way you
oh
want.
no, well, here's the garage.
Correct.
So, you're coming straight, so you're gonna take that part of it out,
We're
that
taking
driveway.
this out, and we're gonna go down basically, I guess, 5 feet.
Yes,
3
there's-
feet here and then.
Okay.
There is concrete there right now, Ken.
But I mean, but this concrete goes all the way up to the street.
Correct.
Correct.
It's coming
Okay,
out.
So you're taking all that out, and you're just coming around and just gonna be able to do one of those things, huh? That's what I kinda,
Yeah,
that's what I kinda gathered.
So do we need that county permit?
No.
No.
It's only if you're gonna be parking a car on it,
On the
driving
top
on
of
like,
it, you mean?
yeah, like you'd have a retaining wall holding up, because there's a lot of them that have it with the driveway. They look nice, but
Are you eventually
Okay,
gonna put gravel up there?
Well, we thought gravel, we do have, the drivers in sections, in like 8-foot sections. And we have a section up here that we were wondering if we could keep. Would that mess up the retaining wall or whatever? I mean, it would,
How far is the retaining wall from the road? The highest retaining wall?
I'd say 8 feet.
So it's gonna be concrete all the way to the retaining wall?
So you can have additional parking up there, that's pretty,
Right.
that's good.
I think that'll work. Or-
yeah,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Not that I know of.
Dave, I can't get out of this now.
I'm sorry.
What do I
Where
do?
are you at now? Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Let's see, well, we have to go to the,
Anyone else?
let's
Yeah,
make it smaller. For you. Let's see something here.
Right.
Sorry.
Sure. No, please go
It's
ahead.
not doing that, okay.
We can't get
You
it.
gotta get it. Is this what you wanted us?
Yeah, this should go straight
Down here where the first part of the driveway is, and
Go to the paper.
Looks like this.
then you get the grade, and then it goes up like this. And every time we go down, you can't even get in.
Buy some new cars.
It's either a new car or new driveway.
Smaller so I can look at all the options.
You see these, they come up with all these, right down there, right, where they go into the garage, they put those little bumper things or whatever,
They got some ramps there.
Ramps, this.
Yeah, just the ramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys have ramps right now? Is there?
No.
Oh,
No.
It's too new,
Sorry, I don't know.
I'm
You
parking
can make it
sideways
out of that
at
if
the
you hit the
top.
ground
bus.
Parking
Now I can go
sideways at
here.
the top.
Go to the next, all right, sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
If you go to the yellow line, it should make it bigger, but it looks like it was
I think we
kind of
do that.
malfunctioning there.
Okay.
I get that.
Sorry.
No, that's great. Thank you. I learned something. All right, so It sounds like we're okay with this, right? Somebody want to make the motion to?
I'll make the motion to approve it.
A second? I'll second.
I'll start rolling my time.
Yeah?
They're approving it, but
I know they are, but this section on yours, this section right here is not on there. So that'll be-
for drainage purposes, the contractor was saying that would be a good idea to do
Right
that.
there, but he's,
It's still on
Steer the
your
water.
property?
yeah, it's still
Steer
our
the
property.
water around.
It's still on your property though?
Yeah, oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be what, how tall?
2 feet.
2 feet down.
Yeah,
You get the
That's-
picture and you got stops right
that's,
there.
Yes, it does.
Move the flow a little.
common sensible.
We're cool.
Thank you for bringing that to our attention, right?
Okay, so all those in favor? Those opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Thank you very much. The next one is Kimmel, but I don't think, oh, thank you.
I can take that one too.
Okay,
you know,
it's right by
because
your house,
It's just
isn't it?
flat work and,
Don't say just.
well,
Have you ever tried to do flat work?
well,
Don't ever say just. It's like somebody saying, I'm just a plumber, I'm like, or electrician, you know a hell of a lot more about stuff than, all I know about electricity is their number.
or.
Oh, hey, that, there, I'm sorry, I knew there had to be somewhere on.
And when are you guys gonna
Give
get
me time to
started
look
on
at it, I'll
this?
find it.
We don't know whether it's gonna make a difference, and he's got other
Got a
projects.
project on the list now.
He's doing something on his
That
list.
routine, that contractor stuff where, yeah,
Yeah,
I got lots of excuses.
And your
Gee,
phone.
well,
Why are you looking at?
314,
But-
5,
4, what?
537,
5, 3, 7,
3578.
3.
That's Mike's number.
5, 7, 8. Okay.
Michael Moore, all right. The next one is Kimmel, but we're gonna skip down because they're not here and Dustin's here and he
That
has.
sounds grand.
We'll come back to Kimmel.
Yeah. Mhm.
But, all right. So the next one is, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that down to that.
No problem.
Catherine Fronick, and this is 10037. Oh, it is right next to the project, right?
Yep, right next to Randy.
Waterford.
Ooh,
That didn't sound good.
full of plans.
This is a new build. This is a home that's been built in Braintree previously. I don't remember the square feet.
Should be written on the very first page of the permit.
It says 1622.
This one's on Waterford, we got it back.
1687.
Yeah,
Ooh.
1687. 10037 Waterford.
yep.
It's actually Kathy Fronick, not Dustin. I told you.
Oh, you told
It's
me.
the one that says Kathy. It's Dustin's building it.
Okay, all right, because I clicked on his.
It's 1,687 square feet. And this is the first time.
And what's her name? What's the name?
Fronick, or,
Catherine?
yes,
Okay.
just 10037 Waterford. All right. He's applied for a Jefferson County permit. What else do we need to ask him? Jim, you haven't asked a question yet.
So you built this one here previously then, of course?
Yeah, we're breaking ground, we're breaking ground on it, hopefully Friday or Monday on Waterford at the other end. So it was previously approved earlier this year. We built a boathouse first. It's all staked out and ready to go. On the one that was previously approved.
Can't say boathouse.
Oh, boat cover, sorry, I won't be in trouble.
Okay, so wait a minute, are you talking about this house or the other house?
This house.
You've already built the boat cover for it? or-
No. The, on
This-
Waterford at 10069, previously approved one. You guys have approved, it's the same home. It's been
Oh, okay.
previously approved, but we're building it farther down the lake and
If
around
you
the
look
next
at the plot
cove.
plan,
I got you.
it's within the,
Yeah.
other than the driveway, I mean, it's all within the setback lines. It meets our minimum square footage. I don't know what other questions we need to ask him. Especially, it's kind of easy because we've already approved this one before.
Yes, and like Justin was saying, you know, as long as we're not having them really close together to where they make them look like cookie cutter. you
Yeah,
know,
I think
like a bunch of
there's a
different
rule
houses,
about
you
them
know,
being
so,
too many in the
Yeah.
same area.
You know, so that's
Similar look.
for future reference.
But if
you
it's
know.
the same house, it's got different siding, that would
Yeah.
probably,
And this is coves apart.
oh, so that's
So-
not gonna be a big deal at all.
This is what?
Like if
Coves
you
apart.
Coves apart.
Oh, yeah, so, there you go. You know, but yeah, okay, for future reference, you know, we,
I don't remember if that's in the rules or in the covenants.
I don't
Pretty
know,
sure
I think that was just,
We've dealt with that issue before.
Just common sense, just common courtesy.
Yeah.
Right, you don't wanna
Nobody wants to
have
live
2 or
in-
3 or 4 houses that are
Pizza Hut,
exactly the
Pizza
same.
Hut.
That's-
yeah,
that's
we
what's
don't wanna
wrong.
look like,
Village of Jefferson.
Yes.
There's 4 options in there.
So what else do we need to do to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
that I know of.
Dave, motion, second, anyone?
I'll second.
Or second, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. And who will be the inspector?
Where's that on Waterford?
Who's doing Randy's?
Waterford.
Who's doing?
Dave,
Dave was.
Oh, over on Waterford, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
This is next door to Randy's house.
Yeah,
It
okay.
won't get done anywhere near the same time.
What's the address again there, Dustin?
10037
10037
Waterford.
Waterford. So it's not too far down.
You got them?
Okay. and we're down.
10037.
And let me see.
Say that again?
Are you the,
You talking about 100?
are you the owner?
Next door to you.
Next to
The
it.
owner
Yeah, I thought
is,
you were talking about the one downtown.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, they got
It's Jordan, right?
we are building the same house on the very end of
Catherine
building that boathouse.
Okay.
That house is going there.
F-R-O-N-I-C-K.
Very impressive.
Fair.
That's the only thing I learned.
You'll never break
I
that
got
habit.
Dustin's.
It's been too many years.
Too many, you're right.
I'll see if she'll give me her phone number too.
Okay.
I got that, Dave.
Well, you can either give it to me or give her my number, whichever works better. I tell you what, just give her my number.
Okay.
And just have her call me.
All right, the next one is 9833 Ridgecrest. This is a new home build by Will Build.
This one's 1622.
Yes, sir. This was actually also approved in August of last year, and then the customer fell through.
Of a, in
Well,
a
it looks
different
like they
area?
have the
or-
Same house, same everything.
But they just walked away from
Yeah.
it then, huh?
Yeah.
And now they decide to move forward again?
I'm gonna build it myself,
Oh,
so,
You
grand.
the owner?
yes, I own the lot, I'm gonna build it myself.
What's that
So,
address again?
98, or which one, Dave?
That Ridgecrest, I'm sorry.
9833, it's next door to my old house.
9833 Ridgecrest.
Ridgecrest, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Double lot, it's cleared already.
1600.
Get rid of the eyesore for everybody, be done with it.
Here's the big
I see the plot plan and it looks like it fits well in there.
And that's Will Bill.
And I see your paperwork, your permit, your application, but, oh, here's the plans, okay.
Yeah, I have a paper set if you'd like to see them too.
And then here's the plot plan.
You guys want to see the plans?
Double lot.
Yes, sir.
Is it within the building lines? I had the building.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 1600, 1622, and it's on a double lot, so he's
Oh,
got
yeah.
plenty of room all over the place.
Well, Bill knows the rules as good as anyone
Well,
else can.
Here's the setback lines in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, they, like I said, they know the rules as good as we do.
So you gotta leave now?
You've only built 20 houses.
Am I gonna
in the
leave?
past
Yeah,
year.
because I got a question for you before you leave.
It makes it
Yeah.
easy for us.
So, well, for the committee, I have a question. You know, so, and Dave, I've always had this question too. We have to sign off on it. Who does the spot survey? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Does the builder, after he gets that done, does he have Jefferson County come out, do the spot survey and check it out? You know, because I mean, you know, I can't go out there. You know, I mean, I
Licensed
can't.
surveyor, we're,
Yeah, so where is that certified at? Is that, you know, does the licensed surveyor come out there
Yes.
and say that, and then he puts his John Hancock on whichever
And the county stamp too, is that right? For the
I mean, they're
spot survey?
licensed with the county, and he has a stamp, and the surveyor himself has to sign it, which I turn those into you guys.
Right.
He comes out and measures the foundation per the property line pins.
Okay.
Tells you where it is, and then signs off on it. The county don't require it.
Okay.
But,
And then that comes up here to the office then?
yes, sir.
Okay.
I usually get it directly either from the builder or from the property.
And I know it's been a
That
while ago, I
building
used to
permit,
send them
I
directly
mean,
to Wendy.
the occupancy permit is really, that's what you need to sign off on the house.
I used to send all of those to Wendy, but like on the last big batch of homes we closed on, I came up and dropped them off. My dad came and dropped them off.
Oh,
today.
okay, yep, that's right, yeah, because I turned those in and made copies.
Yep.
So I had copies of everything because I signed off on them and they were all,
Well, this is something that, you know, this is where I just didn't know what to do. Yeah, no, and I'm like,
It's supposed
a
to be
spot
turned back
survey,
into
where do I
yes.
come for this? And I thought that, well, so that was one of my list of questions that I had for the committee.
To be a,
Ken,
to be the
I'm doing this
inspector.
too, yeah, as being an inspector, I'm asking
Yeah,
this, you know.
I've
I mean,
never
I
done it
should-
before, so I'm gonna have a lot of the same
You know,
questions.
so, yeah, so I just didn't know, so the builder should be turning something into the office here?
well, what happens is the builder will
before-
go out and he'll, first of all, the surveyor will come out and he'll put a stake out there where they're gonna be building
Correct.
the thing.
I know
And
that,
so, you know, we can visualize that or see it before or after they dig the hole.
Right.
The builder does that or the surveyor?
The builder does, well, the surveyor does the stakes.
The
They put
corner,
them right there.
the
Yeah,
corners
so
of the lot.
So say the basement's gonna be 30 by 60, well, the stakes will be 5 foot outside of that, is that right?
That is right.
So you got room to work,
Correct.
and then, so if you go out there and you see those stakes, that's a spot survey. But in order to sign off on a house, you're supposed to have the sheet, and they get it from the survey. The builder or the property owner will get a copy of it, and they can get it to you when you get the occupancy permit. Those two things. And
So
that's-
the inspector doesn't need to go out there each time this
No,
happens. They just need to see that everything is done too.
Kurt says you should be able to do most of the stuff by the street, and you can, generally speaking. There's no need for us to go, you know, sometimes you might have to look at a deck or something, but for the most
Yeah.
part, you don't really have to go traipsing all over the property, and you're
Well, I
never gonna
remember
go
one
inside.
time I was talking to Kurt about it, and he says, well, you got your 100-yard tape, let's go.
Well,
And-
yeah, if it's
and-
kind of
and
something
we-
you gotta
and we-
measure, you
because
measure it.
the neighbors were asking about it, they said, you know, they're too close. And-
Oh, yeah.
And I said, Kurt, can you come out and measure with me? And
Yeah.
he came on out, he says, no, he goes, you know, we're good. And I said, okay.
And if
Yeah.
they provided you with a foundation spot survey from a licensed surveyor like they're supposed to, you could look at it and say, boom, there it is, it's beyond the setback like it's supposed to, or within them.
Mhm.
And you never have to pull a tape measure out.
Yeah,
Because you know, all it takes is a downhill or an uphill lot, and unless you're pulling that tape measure perfectly flat and level,
correct,
the
correct,
measurement's wrong.
correct,
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
Or use the Pythagorean theorem.
You could do that, yeah.
Like what?
Well, I know trade.
A plus B plus B squared equals C
Aristotle
squared.
figured out
You're
that
on.
24,000 square
Okay, but
foot.
that was something that always bothered
It's
me.
probably routed off by now,
Probably is.
or it's gonna get buried.
You know, all of a sudden the house
Well, I
started
put
going up and I
it in
said,
the
well,
woods, so.
I haven't even signed off on a spot survey and I don't know if I have to.
So at the end of the meeting, if we get through all these approvals, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes talking about, let's find a
Okay.
separate time to meet where we're not looking at projects and we go through the manual. And I'd like to know exactly what you need to do as an inspector for the
Yeah.
different projects. I think
Well, I
it'd be
wanted
good
to-
for us to review
I
all
want
of
to ask
that
before
stuff.
he left. Yeah, no, because now, you know, you can go now.
Okay.
Yeah, his permission.
You're
I gotta go turn my mother loose. She's got a 2-hour ride
We
south.
still haven't approved,
So-
wait a second.
Wait a minute,
Did we approve?
Yeah, where do you think you're going?
I don't think we did.
No.
No, I make a motion to approve this. It's been built before. It's on a double
1933.
lot and everything looks good.
And I'll second it. Who's gonna be the inspector? It's on Ridgecrest. I can think this is Lake Ridge, but that's, Ridgecrest is farther.
Ridgecrest,
It's over on the
Yeah.
west gate, side gate.
yeah.
Jordan's not here.
I didn't,
Is that
I
what
didn't
you do
give you
here?
guys this, but just
Yeah,
either make a copy of it or send
we have an electronic copy already.
Oh, did I send it to you already?
Yes.
I'm on it then.
Yeah,
I'm on
thank
it.
you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? I'll volunteer to be the inspector. I mean,
Okay.
I need to learn how to do this. and-
I can show you the ropes, Kent.
Yeah.
You could.
You can.
Everything looks
Oh,
fine.
that's okay, don't worry.
That's supposed to be there.
Look at the birds.
That drain running down to the lake, don't worry about that.
That's, we always keep it there.
All right,
I'll
so
go with
then,
you if you want, Kent.
yeah, I just would like some mentoring and maybe from a couple of different people, that would be good. I'm gonna do two
Well,
different houses.
I
I'm
can-
doing that Barrera house and I'll do this house, and so, I don't know who's building Barrera.
Okay, so now we got
So let's go back up to, Karen Kimmel.
Karen F. Kimball.
Yeah, and this is another one that I want to talk about. I mean, when I look at the deposit mounts, there's really not one for concrete flat work. And I think,
Yeah, it's supposed to be 250 and they get 125 back.
so is that the same for, well, let's look through this and then my question will make more sense hopefully. This is at 9731 East Vista.
This is my neighbor, right next to the log cabin, right next to me.
Oh, the guy with the dog.
And they
He's got a
have,
funky lot too, doesn't he?
they are putting the garage on the one side, and then they want to put this walker.
Have they
down
already
on the
started
opposite
tearing
side.
stuff out? Because when I walked my dog the other day, I saw some work going on.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's the garage that they're putting in right now, which has already been approved.
Okay.
And I'm the inspector on that, so I'll be the inspector on this thing too. you
So
know.
they want to build, if you look at the, here, I'll turn it around for you guys. This
You
is,
got it up here, I think.
oh, this yellow is so they want to build
Not build,
they want to pour
pour.
Yeah.
a path, a 5-foot wide path that goes from their driveway around the house, all the way back around the house, and then down to their boat
The township
cover.
covers down to their boat.
Boat cover.
There.
Boat.
Well, it's a seawall
Slide.
right now.
It's what?
It's a seawall right now. They're gonna be putting a boathouse in when money comes
It's
available.
not a boathouse, it's a boat cover.
A boat cover.
Well, because I've been told that 100 times, and
Okay,
so,
all right, okay.
so, I mean, should it cost the same? I mean, if somebody's gonna pour a patio, I don't know how many yards, anybody wanna guess how many yards of concrete? This would be more than one truck, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure of that, you know.
5 feet wide and, I mean,
And it's gonna be 100 feet long, at least.
probably total, I mean.
Yeah.
We got a contractor here, maybe let him take a shot.
Yeah, you know, but
Not a concrete guy.
Really?
32,
You're gonna stick with that one?
32, it's gonna be over 100 square.
I think it's gonna be
over-
100,
It's gonna be 100 feet long, 5 feet wide.
more than that, at
Yeah.
least, so that's,
Yeah.
how many trucks is that?
Well,
So-
my driveway is a 32 by 94 on the one side, and I had it built. I don't know how many square yards it is, but that's how big it was.
But what I'm
It
saying is that if somebody's gonna pour a patio that's a half of it, it's 5 yards of concrete or something, and somebody else is gonna pour this, are we charging them the same? Is it 250? Because I thought the whole idea of the deposit was because of the road, the
Yeah.
damage to the roads, and they're gonna have several trucks in here compared to, I mean, I'm just asking, we don't have to decide today, but is that something we should look at, is I mean, the whole purpose of the deposit, my understanding was because the concrete trucks are hard on the road. And if somebody's gonna drive 5 or 6 trucks in here, should they pay more than somebody's gonna drive 1 truck in here? I don't know, and we don't have to decide it right now. I'm just saying, I wanted to bring it up because this
You
is
have
a
to figure
perfect.
out a way to measure it.
Yeah.
It will be probably one truck.
1 truck would do all this?
Mhm.
All right. Well, that makes it easy.
Well,
for
that's
them.
Approximately, depending on how many yards
Yeah,
they,
the dump
a
truck
truck will
came in
usually
4
hold up
times,
to
so
about
that's 4
9
trucks.
yards of concrete.
You had 40 work,
You get like
It's the same truck, but they had to
800
go
to
back 4
1,200
times.
square
4
feet.
trucks. That's
Square
what I
feet
meant. And then the
of
concrete.
flat work, concrete at 4 inches
4 inches?
thick,
Yep.
depending on how thick they're pouring it. So if
Well,
it's
it's for a
4
golf cart.
if it's 4 inches thick, it should be 1 truck.
Okay.
Well, but mine was 1 truck, like I said, it came 4 times, so I had a dump truck come 4 times to pour gravel.
right.
And then the same cement truck came 3 or 4 times to pour the.
Well, see, that's what
concrete.
I'm saying, so
So
4
that,
trips,
I call that 8
4
trucks.
trips over the road is a lot harder than 1 trip over the road.
Right.
And that's why I'm just saying that on that spreadsheet, there's not a thing that says
It
concrete
just says
flat work.
250. It used to be nothing.
I don't think it says, I don't think it's on there.
It's supposed to be. We approved it years ago. It was approved by the board.
Well, I'll look at it in a minute. So, I don't know if there's anything that we need to,
Well, I
any
mean,
questions we
it's,
need to ask about
it's
this?
really, it's concrete, it's just
Well,
for
right now,
information.
the board's approved
Yeah, it's,
250 for maintenance type work.
No,
so,
I'm saying for the project itself.
yeah, for this
Are we good with
project,
this?
we're,
Yeah, I mean, it's within the building lines. I mean, not building lines, it's only
Within
within the property line.
yes,
It's within the setback line?
and it's everything, and it's just flat work, yeah.
Don't
So-
say
There's
just.
really nothing to approve unless it's on somebody else's property. As
Okay.
long as it's,
So did it need to come to this committee though?
it should come to the
I
committee.
think
so
we
can
should be
look at
aware of
it.
Just, just so that we can get our
And it
deposit.
should get an
It's
inspector to
250,
make
and
sure,
get an
you
inspector
know.
to make sure it's
All right.
done.
Anybody want to
Yes.
make a motion to approve this then?
I will make a motion to approve it,
I'll
Okay.
second it.
and I'll be the inspector since
Those
I'm
in,
doing
those
the.
all in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Any opposed? No.
Because Kimmel, part of his lot is in the lake. Because when we was over there one time, didn't his lot kind of shoot up like that?
It was,
Property line?
it's, yeah, the property line.
Because we
it
went to
was
do something one
really-
time, and the property line stake was like 2 feet into the lake.
Yeah, it was, yeah, exactly.
Some people get 50 feet of
Yeah, so
common ground, and he got
He could have gone 50 feet out on the lake and put all his water out there if he
Property
wanted.
line.
It was kind of, yeah,
But there was a bunch of them that were weird shaped like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Ken,
Domus
did
is
you find
weird
out
like that.
who I'm supposed to write my checks to? Am I still making the
Just the
POA?
POA, but I will tell you, can you write 2 checks?
Yeah, I'm gonna write
One
5.
for each of the properties?
I'll probably write you 4.
Yeah, because you have to be
5,000
one as a builder, one as
For
a,
the homeowner portion, the 3,500 for the contractor portion,
That's fine.
unless you want me to add them again.
No, there's a $2.99 fee for every check, so.
Well, I can add them, since I'm writing
You
them,
could write one
I'll
check for
write one for
8,500,
each.
2
Yeah.
different checks. I just don't write one check for 17,000, write one for 8,500 with that address and one for 85 with the other. It costs $6, but
No big
that's
deal.
a better way to do it.
I prefer to keep them separate so it's easier to
Okay,
track
thank
them.
you. Yes,
for
it
me
will be
too.
better for us. Okay, and
because you
then,
get 2 separate refunds on each, on
Right.
just the ones you're the owner on.
yeah, you don't have to wait for both projects to be finished. Okay,
Since you're writing checks and it's Christmas,
That's 2 T's, Getty, G-E-T-T-Y.
Willis. Okay, so that one carry,
Yep,
motion carries,
yeah.
and Ken Jarris is the inspector. Okay, and then the next one is, none of us, I think, had a chance to look at this, must have just been gone in this
Sure.
afternoon. Weideman?
Weideman,
It's not Al, it's Ellie
and, oh,
and
there it is.
Sean
I'm
Weideman.
sorry.
And it looks to be concrete flat work. It's a golf cart path.
Golf cart path and extension.
Extend. replace pavers.
Yeah, it was,
It says no something.
project, concrete golf cart path extends purge building.
Extend. Previous? Maybe it says extend previous something.
Looks like it's, well, maybe.
But anyway, so here's the
You want the
project
original? I can't see it any better.
that they have. And
Yeah.
so cartway path,
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I'm looking at hers. It looks like that one side's right on the property line, which
Yeah.
is okay.
It's okay if it's
Doesn't
flat.
go over. Yeah.
All right.
so this is,
A foot or so from
Wait
the
a
property
second.
line. There's no rule that says they have.
so
to
here's,
build it in on
here's
theirs.
the drop, you know, here's the road.
It's like a fence, you know, you can put a fence on the property line.
And one link's right there, and apparent,
Oh,
Yeah, so there's.
see, so this,
You know what this
are they
says?
taking out the deck?
extends something pad, to extend extend parking?
Parking, front
Parking pad, that's what it says, extend parking pad.
Okay, all right.
And replace pavers. And then I can't, the other thing says no,
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 here, scroll down a bit, you mind?
no dishes,
I'm sorry,
no.
right here. Okay, so this is the golf cart path, that's this here. And then this-
So it looks like they want to make a cart path that goes, the golf cart path that goes all the way down to their boathouse
Patio.
on the
Right.
far right-hand side.
We're gonna replace their
Parking
sidewalk.
deck Be here.
Yes, and it looks like they're gonna put a sidewalk in going up to their house,
And you scroll down
up to the patio.
I'm sorry,
No,
I
that's
just
good.
wanted to try to see where.
This looked like where they got a deck. Are they taking that deck out and they're going to cement it now, concrete that whole area? They're taking out this deck?
What's her
Is this a
name?
deck or is it a back patio?
Well, this is how she's got the
I think it's a deck.
MAN.
That looks like that's a deck.
I think it's a deck and they're gonna pour a patio underneath the deck.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take the deck out and they're going to just pour a patio right there.
If you look on the left side, it says golf cart path, 142 by 6.
Yes,
And then it says the patio, and then it says the landing, and then it says front
landing. is
parking
this.
and front sidewalk.
So they're going to take out that deck and they're going to make number 2 is, oh, I'm seeing it.
Boy, I don't
This is
think so.
number 5.
We
So that
get
number
their
5
phone
right
number,
there,
just call them.
that's
They're
this.
Front
Just get them on the
sidewalk.
Okay,
phone.
number
I can
1
do it right now, I got my phone.
is
Give me the
this.
number.
Number 3
314
is this.
308.
Number 2
Thanks,
is
buddy.
this
Yeah, no
one
problem.
right here.
So I'll be bothering
Give me a
you.
yell.
All right.
And number 4
308 2070.
is this.
2070.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
We're taking that deck
I'm
out.
on Jefferson Farm, so
And
watching the baby.
that must be a
Got a
ground
2-hour ride
level
home
deck.
still.
And they're gonna take that deck out.
Yeah.
And
It's
they're
good to
going
see you
make
guys.
that
Yep,
whole
take
Have a
care.
good Christmas. Thank you guys, if I don't see you, everybody have a good Christmas.
Too.
Yeah, you too.
See you next month.
I think these two things with the radius may be retaining walls.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that looks like there's a stairwell between them.
correct.
And those are really cool.
And on the left side, there's a deck that they're gonna take out. And they're gonna make that whole thing a patio. You see that?
Well, it says the deck is here. I think the deck is staying.
Yeah.
9706.
There's no indication that's being moved, Ken.
706 West Vista, okay.
Okay. I think. See, because if you look at this thing here, this number 4 right here, there's a 4 right there. 5 is that.
This is 2.
Yeah, and that's 2, that's the patio, so they're gonna pour a patio in that whole area right there.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take that, but
I
that
don't, I
deck
think
is
that
right.
deck is
Oh,
above.
you know what?
I think
That deck is above it.
Yeah,
I bet you
exactly.
that's a, and they're gonna.
That's what I did.
underneath it.
I built my deck and then I poured concrete underneath.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not gonna take that deck out, they're going to, be pouring a patio underneath.
Yeah, and
it.
we put barn roofing or whatever in ours, so we can be under, even if it's
Mhm.
raining, we can be on our patio.
Mhm.
And my barbecue pit and
Yeah.
stuff is under there.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from space here. That's what it
Okay.
actually looks like.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's
So
all
not that tall.
just concrete work, is
Yeah.
what it likes to say. Just concrete
Yeah.
work, or flat work.
And once again, it's, you
Yeah, it looks
know,
like they're gonna
as long as they stay within their boundary lines and stuff like that, it's flat
On
work.
this side.
Okay.
There's,
Sounds like a motion from Jairus.
It's not like a motion, I'm making a motion that we
It
approve.
looks like
I'll
right.
second it.
Okay.
they're.
But Kent, once again, you know,
Down here.
it's
think so.
just like, how are you going to determine how many truckloads are gonna come in?
Oh, I know.
Job
You
and
have to
everything.
look at
It's
the-
just, it's better to just leave it
Okay.
as one, my personal opinion.
No, I wasn't trying to solve it today, I
No.
just wanted to see if anybody else thought it was something worth talking about, but it's not.
Yeah. And I just think that it's gonna be just too difficult to try to figure out, well, we're
Okay.
gonna charge these people 500, we're not, and give them 250 back. You know, we're gonna charge these people
Okay,
1,000 and give them 500 back or whatever.
so we have a motion and a second to approve this project. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. Motion carries. And who will be the inspector?
I'll be the inspector.
Forrest will be the inspector. And then, we looked at Kimmel, right? Yeah.
Yes, we looked
So
at,
we've looked at all of them now.
If you need some help on that, you can give me a call
Yeah, that one should be, I mean,
from
yeah.
the country club.
You did.
Just waiting for
You
everyone to
almost fried
get.
chicken. I
So I have one more here, but-
I'm driving, it takes a little longer.
I'll bring my golf.
Sticking around for the whole thing, aren't you?
I have one more.
Just interested in how you guys do this. And I do have a question when you're all done.
I have one more that, this is, apparently just got turned in last week, but I'd rather wait till it's in CPM to move forward with it. But it looks like their construction begin time is March of 2025, so I'll just have Haley put this one into CPM later this week.
okay.
So I think that's all the projects that we have today. And then, so a couple of things that on the agenda, the concrete flat work, we don't need to talk about that. The Rain Tree versus Jefferson County variance at the board meeting, Dave, I don't know if you heard the part where Jim McClung said it'd probably be better for it to wait on variances to get the county to approve them before we do, but
It
after.
really doesn't matter because the county will supersede whatever we do.
And
Or we can
quite
supersede
Don't
what.
wanna hold them up.
But not only that, Ken, is that, you know, like the Jefferson County, their setback lines are 6 feet?
They're the same as ours.
Oh, they're not, I thought
In
ours was 10
subdivision.
feet.
But
The
reasoning,
sides, I think, are 6, ours are 10.
Yeah, ours are 10.
reasoning through this, I mean, if there was ever a time, and I defer to you guys, but is there a time when we might approve something the county might not, or vice versa?
I'll do you one better, there's a time when the county approved something when we did not.
That's what I'm saying,
In
either
fact, they should
way,
have approved it. They approved
I think they're
the
two separate,
pavilion on Marine Creek property.
they're two separate bodies, and they approve them for different reasons, so I don't see a reason why we should wait for.
Right.
And so, all these motions we've been saying pending Jefferson County approval, I think we just removed that from everything. If we think it should be approved as a community, we will. If the county has an issue with it, they come back.
They can kick it back to us.
That's so much easier, right?
Yeah.
And no builder in their right mind is gonna start building without Jefferson County approval.
We probably should let them know, though, just because we approve it, if the county doesn't.
Right, I think that's in the, actually.
Yeah.
I think it may be.
We should
in
let the property owner know.
Yes.
I think that's on this.
I think it is too, because
Yeah.
I know we put it
Well,
in
we
there,
could-
you know. We just want to make sure that they know.
And then the other thing that I have is, I would really like to spend some time going through this manual as a group, you know, or maybe we can pre-read some of it and then go through it, because some of it is it's changed, the county's changed ordinances or codes, and we have. I think it just would make sense for us to do, I mean, Desiree did that with the rules book,
Yes, she
which
did.
she would, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, she really cleaned it up. Then they went through John Willett and somebody, they went through and compared the bylaws to the covenants. and it really cleaned it up, and I don't know when that was done to this last, but I think it would be a good idea for us to
That
do.
was done, I don't know, might have been 21, 22.
It wasn't that long
It
ago,
really wasn't that long
that,
ago.
that we went through
Because
that.
we added things in there that the county had, you know, like the
I was
cement
on,
pits,
yeah,
and then the berms, and the fencing.
yes.
But I mean, things like the chicken coops and things like that. I mean,
That's
there's
all
some
new,
stuff
yeah.
that we ought to put in, I don't know. Do you guys think there would be value in going through this?
I
I
don't
do.
think there's no reason why we shouldn't.
Jennifer?
Oh, no, I'm all in.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Is there still an access to a Z drive in the office? Because the Z drive had step-by-step inspector procedures, it had step-by-step property owner procedures, what happens when you, I mean, because I sat down with Kurt Lock, we went through it, and we brought it back to the committee, we did have it approved, so it should still be in there, in fact, I'll go look on my computer, it's probably there.
Can you email that out to us?
What?
The inspector list?
There's it's just a step-by-step with the
Yeah,
inspector.
that's what I was saying.
There's a step-by-step for every action that an ACC would take.
Yeah, I think there's inspector procedure, yeah. But, you know, that's all the different things you should do.
Yeah.
And then there's a checklist.
Yeah.
The checklist, correct.
Oh, that's in there, okay.
I don't know where the checklist is. I've
Which-
seen it, but I don't know, I've never found it.
I think we mostly just had the sign-off on there.
Yes,
But there is the thing you're supposed to look at when you meet with them to make sure that they understand the rules and, with the property owner,
Okay.
for the most
Yeah,
part.
I think it would be beneficial for us to go through the manual. Now, I don't think we should do it the same night we have this meeting, but would you guys want to do it? I don't know, I don't think we should try to do it all at once, maybe every month for meeting,
have a bi-monthly meeting.
whatever you guys think. I think it's a good idea, but whatever everybody thinks is the best time and place to do it, and timeline, I don't care. I just think it would be a good idea. And if it was done in '21, and we have Dave here who knows this manual backwards and forwards,
Dave,
I bet we can go through it pretty quick.
yeah, it would, I seriously, I want Dave to be a part because you were the
No, I
one
think
that
the
went
whole
through it the
committee
most.
I think
Oh,
it's a
yes,
committee,
yes,
not
but I
a
mean,
subcommittee.
Well, I just had like 3 weeks of breakfast coffee with Kurt Lock. That's
yes,
what
I
did.
know, yeah,
And we just everything went by, and then I brought it to the committee, and we compared it with older procedures that were there,
Mhm.
is defined, but we try to go off that and then add to what we wanted as a committee, so that could be updated, there's no reason why that wouldn't.
Yeah, and there's different ways we could do it. A couple of people could go and read through it, or we could each take a different tab and bring that tab to the meeting and say, okay, I read this and
okay.
whatever. I don't know how we do it, but when would you guys like to do it? Like, you want to do it the day after this meeting? Do you want to do it the day after the board meeting? Is there a certain day of the week that's better or worse? I know you have stuff going on usually.
You want to do it
I'd rather do it over the winter. I don't want to do it during golf
You want to
season.
you want to just plan on doing it the day after the board meeting, the Tuesday after the board meeting?
If that's the fourth Tuesday, that will not work for me, personally.
Okay,
No, the third.
Second and fourth
The
Tuesday.
third
The
Tuesday.
Thursday,
The board
third
meeting's on
Tuesday
the
would
third
probably work.
Monday.
the what?
The board meeting's the third week.
The
Well, it's not
third.
always on the third Tuesday though, but I can make the third Tuesday of the month.
We'll plan on having it the day after the board meeting unless it's one of those weird months which start on a Tuesday.
Well, we're only gonna be doing it for maybe three
Okay.
months,
So
because
when's
by
the
that
next-
time we should be able
What
to
is
figure
the
things
date
out.
on that?
The board meeting's the 16th.
So you're talking about the 17th.
Do you want to do it in December or do you want to wait till January?
Let's wait till January.
Let's wait till January.
Okay, that gives me time to go ahead and sit back and actually read about it, and now that
If you
I
want
got
So
to-
that'd be like
Sign the
January
chapters or
20th or something.
Assign the sections, between, or how we want to do this.
The 10th and the.
Yeah, and just let's email each other and find out what we want to do
Or just somebody decide.
and like you said,
What's the date?
I will just go through it and just highlight things in mind that I have questions about, and then we can go from there. That sounds,
Maybe just take the first few items of,
What's that date?
initial table contents or whatever.
So the
Just make
20,
that part of the agenda for the first meeting and then go to the second, few items
First?
for the next meeting.
I'm
Here's
gonna go.
that construction bond, there's no concrete flat work on this.
Yeah, I think
We need to
there's-
add it.
it's supposed to be, maintenance.
So what's the proposed date of this meeting?
Well, here, large truck projects, concrete, gravel, et cetera, maybe that, okay, maybe it is. So do you want to meet the third Tuesday of January?
That's the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
January.
What are you laughing at?
Won't be here. But that's okay. Dude, go without me, okay, on that one, and I'll catch up with you in February, okay? Because, you know, but that's fine.
What date?
The 21st,
Oh, okay.
The 21st?
January 21st, you guys are getting together, I won't be here,
Okay.
okay?
How would you guys like to, like, pick chapters, or can we all just look at the first 5 or 6 chapters, or tabs, and we can all bring, I would be better, because not having any experience or knowledge of this, I would hate to be assigned a tab and come back and say, it looks fine, and you guys go, what do you know? You know what I mean?
It wouldn't be like that, we would just look at it and see what's wrong with it, and if there is something wrong with it.
All right, first.
Why don't we?
I will, you know, personally, I will read through the whole thing.
You probably
you
set up
know,
an agenda
but
like that
then
now
if
and
you
just
guys
have-
wanna go ahead and assign special things, we can do that too.
We could probably do this in three meetings. Let's get it done over the
February,
winter.
March, perfect.
I don't want to do it during golf season, so let's, I'm serious.
By the way, no,
There's no
absolutely.
golfing, there's no fishing right now. This is it.
No, absolutely, that's.
So we'll do like the first 8 or 9 tabs.
Okay.
I'll send something.
You know what?
Thing.
That would be the best way to do it. Let's go. How many tabs are there in there?
Oh, 25, I think. 25,
25?
yeah,
Do 8 tabs every meeting.
yeah. For 3 months.
And it might be, and you know, and do it that way, you know.
The one in March might be spring break if people have kids or grandkids or anything that they might.
I think.
January, February.
I don't know.
That'd be January, February, March, and we would.
You are the grandkid.
get it all
Right.
Or fix my phone.
All right, anything
I called
else?
you, man, you're real tech. I was actually on the phone with my kid today for an hour.
I think Randy had.
Oh, Randy did have
I
a
had one
question. He was
question.
sticking around for,
When the weather breaks, I'm planning on building some block walls, just for retention like flower gardens. They won't be any more than 2 foot out of the ground. Do I need to do anything special with
How
that?
big of a, would they be? They just, you
Well, they're gonna run up both sides of the house, so they'll be 25 feet. And
But you're only talking like 2 bricks.
How high off the ground?
there'll be actually 3 or 4 bricks high, but you'll only see 2 out of the ground.
yeah.
I don't think I think there's something about being gardening or
Yeah, it's a flower box.
landscaping
Yes.
and shit
It
like
was
that.
the
Flower
the-
boxes.
The flower box, I already got
Permits
hit.
For,
I got hit on the flower box thing at one time, because, you know, so, you're good.
I'm good, okay.
Okay, because I'm not gonna go down that road again.
All right,
I don't think you need to.
now I just need some help. Anybody volunteer?
I was gonna say, if you have a question, my answer would be get a bottle of ibuprofen and a bottle
Yeah.
of whiskey and
Yeah.
use them both accordingly.
You know, a lot of times you put a cooler by the side of the beer, by the side of the road, and people just stop.
Come in, drink your beer and
free
leave.
beer. They'll have to come down and say, hi, just thank you for the beer.
Yeah.
Grab a brick.
Grab
Yeah,
a brick.
grab a beer and a couple
Can
bricks.
There you go.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Oh, I already did.
Oh.
It's already out the door.
He adjourned at 7:15, man.
We adjourned
Oh,
already.
we already adjourned. So Ken, I just wanted to say, so I got a call from my golf instructor today. And he says,
No,